friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss about the addition of two angular momentum and Cleb's-Gordon coefficient. In my previous video I have discussed about the addition of two spin-half system. So without delay, let's enter into our today's topic. Okay. So addition of two angular momenta J1 equal to 1 and J2 equal to 2, J2 equal to 1 to form a new space, and calculation of Cleb's-Gordon coefficient. So when we add two angular momenta, then this set would be converted into a new set, and the new space would be obtained as the tensor product of the initial states. So okay, I will discuss line by line and then I will make you clear about the concept also. When the two systems having J1 equal to 1 and J2 equal to 1 are combined to form a new space, the state space is obtained by the tensor product of the individual spin space. In this case, the state space can be represented as, so okay, initially there were two states whose angular momenta value J1 equal to 1, and corresponding to that J1 m1 could have three values ranging from -1 to 1 by the step of unity. Likewise, the value of m2 also can be -1, 0 and 1. So they two are initially different state, but when we combine these two, then they will form a new space which would be represented as the tensor product of the individual states. Okay, for the new state we have represented by j1 j comma m, and the initial states are j1 m1, and this is tensor product. Okay, so here this should be like this. This is tensor product. Okay, like this. So here the new space, and here the new space could have the values of j. J value can range from modulus of j1 minus j2 to j1 plus j2. So here modulus of j1 minus j2 would be 0 and j1 plus j2 would be 2. So the final state 1 angular momentum value ranges from 0 to 2 by the step of unity. Okay, that is its value would be 2, 1 and 0, and corresponding to the value of j, uml can have 2j plus 1 values. So for j equal to 2, this capital M could have 2 into 2 plus 1, that is 5 values ranging from -2 to 2 by unity step. So j equal to 2 also forms a subspace of the space. Likewise for j equal to 1, capital M can have value 1, 0, -1, that is 3 values. So this will also form a subspace over the new space. Likewise for j equal to 0, m can have value only 0, so it also would form a subspace with single element. Okay, that I have written over here. So j equal to 2 forms subspace of the new space with 5 elements. Similarly, the value of j equal to 1 corresponds to the subspace with the 3 elements. Likewise, j equal to 0 corresponds to subspace with 1 element, so the new space will be 9 dimensional. So there would be in total 9 basis vectors of the state space. Okay, now we will discuss at first for the basis. So now new basis in terms of old basis. Previously we have two systems. Okay, so now we are dealing with a single system. In this case we will represent new system by capital J MCAT. Okay, I will show you here how to represent new system would be represented by J comma M new state. Okay, new state this, and old state would be represented by old state would be represented by J1 J1 J2 M1 M2. Okay, so the for new set we will represent by capital J MCAT, and then for old system or old set we will represent it by J1 J2 comma M1 M2. So in this case we will discuss about Clebsch-Gordan coefficient also, which are simply the coefficients of expansion of new basis in terms of old basis. ओके, जब हामीले यो नयाँ नयाँ सिस्टम भनेका छौँ नि, जसका यो जेएमहरूलाई ओल्ड सिस्टमको बेसिसमा एक्सपान्ड गर्दाखेरि कोफिसियन्टहरू जुन आउँछन् त्यसैलाई नै क्लेब्स-गोर्डन कोफिसियन्ट भनिन्छ. सो वी विल डिस्कस द्याट. द न्यू बेसिस क्यान ह्याभ m equal to 2 only when both m1 and m2 are equal to 1. सो पहिला सुरु अब हामीले यो m को भ्यालु म्याक्सिमम कति बेला होला भनेर हेर्दाखेरि म्याक्सिमम भ्यालु त कति हुन्छ, 2 नै हुन्छ. त्यो कहिले होला भन्दा J1 पनि 2 J1 पनि 1 J2 पनि 1 हुँदाखेरि क्यापिटल J पनि 2 हुन्छ. त्यति बेलामा एक फेर मात्र m पनि 2 हुन्छ. हामीले त्यही स्टेटलाई लियौँ सुरुमा. त्यो कति बेला हुन्छ त भन्दा क्यापिटल J पनि 2 क्यापिटल M पनि 2 कति बेला होला भन्दा यो त 1 1 हो, यसलाई सधैँ 1 1 नै लेख्नु पर्यो. m1 पनि 1 हुँदा m2 पनि 1 हुँदा अनि 1 र 1 जोड्दाखेरि त्यति बेला 2 होला. अब यसबाट हामीले अरू स्टेट्सहरू यसैबाट निकाल्दै जाने हो. यो हामीलाई अब यो ट्राइभियलै भइहाल्यो, यो हुन्छ जो. यसबाट हामीले अन एप्लाइङ J minus to both sides of equation above operator, and then we will find all the states corresponding to the value of J equal to 2. So for that J minus 2 would give J minus भनेको J1 minus plus J2 minus हो. त्यही लेख्यौँ यहाँ, यसलाई यतातिर गरौँ. यसलाई गर्दाखेरि के हुन्छ, J minus को डिफिनेसन हामीलाई के थाहा छ, यस्तो थाहा छ, J minus J J minus Jm equal to h cut m minus 1. So this is the definition of J minus operator. यहाँ चाहिँ के छ त, अहिले सुरुमा हेर्दा J भनेको 2 छ अनि m भनेको पनि 2 छ. यही लगाइदिउँ यहाँ h कट, यहाँ डिफिनेसनबाट h कट. J भनेको 2 अनि 2 into 2 plus 1 भनेको 2 into 3 भयो, 6 भयो. माइनस अनि यमको ठाउँमा कति 2 2 माइनस 1 1 2 इन्टु 1 2 भयो 6 माइनस 2 अनि यतातिर चाहिँ जे भनेको 2 जो छ 2 चाहिँ रह्यो अनि यहाँ चाहिँ यम माइनस 1 भनेको 2 माइनस 1 1 भयो यसरी यो भयो अनि J1 माइनसले यसलाई गर्ने एकपटक फेरि यो प्लस बिचमा लेख्ने अनि J2 माइनसले यसलाई गर्ने यसमा फेरि के होला त भन्दा यो 6 माइनस 2 भनेको थियो 4 हो स्क्वायर रुट अफ 4 भनेको 2 यही लेखेको यहाँ 2 एच कट 2 1 एज इट इज इक्वल टु यहाँ यो J1 माइनस भनेपछि यसले के गर्छ त भन्दा यसलाई मात्र माइनस गर्छ है यसलाई माइनस गर्छ यसले 2 लाई त यो सेकेन्डवालाको लागि सेकेन्ड सिस्टमलाई केही गर्दैन त्यही भएर यसलाई घटाएर यसमा J माइनस यम माइनस 1 हुँदाखेरि 1 माइनस 1 0 हुन्छ अनि अगाडिको स्टेपलाई यही हो रुट युज गरे यो फर्मुलाबाट जे भनेको अहिलेको लागि जे भनेको कति हो त 1 1 हो है यसको लागि जे भनेको 1 हो 1 सिस्टमको लागि मात्र हेर्नु पर्यो 1 अनि 1 प्लस 1 2 1 इन्टु 2 2 भयो यता चाहिँ यम भनेको सुरुमा 1 थियो अनि 1 माइनस 1 भनेको 0 1 इन्टु 0 0 भइगयो त्यही भएर एच कट रुट 2 मात्र भयो है एच कट रुट 2 अनि यो पछाडिको त्यस्तै गरेर यो र यो सेम हो यसमा चाहिँ यो 2 को डिमिनिस हुन्छ अरू सबै सेम रहेको हुन्छ सो J2 माइनसले 1 1 1 1 लाई अपरेट गर्दा के देला त भन्दा यो फर्मुलाबाट फर्मुला यही हो के इफ यु रिमेम्बर दिस फर्मुला सो इट वुड बी भेरी इजी एच कट त्यहीँबाट आयो अनि अहिलेको केसमा चाहिँ जे भनेको कति छ यसको लागि यो 1 1 इन्टु 1 प्लस 1 2 सो एच कट रुट 2 माइनस अनि यम भनेको 1 हो यम माइनस 1 भनेको 0 भयो 1 इन्टु 0 0 सो एच कट रुट 2 यता पछाडिको चाहिँ 1 1 सेम भयो अनि 1 0 हुने भयो यस्तो भयो अब फेरि यसबाट के गरौँ त भन्दा यो 2 एच कटलाई राइट ह्यान्ड साइडमा लैजाउँ यसो गर्दा के होला लेफ्ट ह्यान्ड साइडमा 2 1 के 2 1 मात्र हुन्छ यतातिर चाहिँ एच कट रुट 2 भएको हुनाले एच कट रुट 2 क्यान्सल हुन्छ तल डिभाइड बाई रुट 2 हुन्छ प्लस यता पनि एच कट रुट 2 क्यान्सल हुन्छ तल रुट 2 बाँकी रहन्छ 1 1 1 0 यसरी हामीले के गऱ्यौँ त भन्दा यो पनि बेसिस भन्न सकिन्छ र न्यू स्टेट स्पेसको बेसिस भन्न सकिन्छ क्या दुईटा एङ्गुलर मोमेन्टमहरूलाई एड गर्दा फेरि एउटा नयाँ स्टेट स्पेस बन्छ यो चाहिँ त्यसको बेसिस हो त्यसको बेसिस मध्येको यो 2 2 हामीले पहिला सुरु यस्तो होला भनेर एज्युम गरौँ अनि त्यसबाट 2 1 निकाल्यौँ सिमिलर प्रोसेसबाट अब हामीले फेरि यो 2 1 मा जे माइनसले अपरेट गऱ्यौँ भने ल्याडरले अपरेट गऱ्यौँ भने के होला त भन्दा 2 0 पनि निकाल्न सकिन्छ नाउ वी आर डुइङ द्याट again applying j minus on both side of above result we will get j minus on 2 minus 2 1 we will get j minus means j1 minus plus j2 minus this was of before okay so again we are doing this again we are applying the same process this we are applying definition you should remember this again then h cut from that formula root under j plus 1 2 into 2 plus 1 that becomes 6 and here yum is 1 so yum 1 into 1 minus 1 that becomes 0 so that no need to write so h cut root 6 became 2 and then j yum minus 1 1 minus 1 that becomes 0 likewise here j1 minus means you have to do minus of this only here also minus of this only okay while doing so what you will get from first h cut formula root under j plus 1 means in for 1 j is 1 so 1 into 1 plus 1 2 becomes okay root 2 became but already here is root 2 so root 2 cancel so only h cut I have written over here here also similarly when this will operate to this will become h cut root 2 h cut root 2 but 1 1 0 0 since there is root 2 already in denominator that numerator 1 root 2 also already I have vanished okay I have written here directly you can check this here also while operating by this j2 minus on first what would be here would be 1 1 0 0 h cut root 2 1 1 0 0 divided by root 2 so that root 2 vanish h cut 1100 I have written. Likewise, if I operate 1110 by j2 minus, that would be h cut root 2 111 minus 1. So that root 2 cancel with denominator 1 root 2. So h cut 111 minus 1 remain. And these two are like terms. Okay, we can add these two. So, and then we will bring this h cut root 6 into the denominator of right hand side. In this case, we can cancel h cut from all terms. So that would gives 2 0 equal to 1 1 minus 1 1 plus here 2 like terms, so 2 1 1 0 0 plus 1 1 1 minus 1. Again, similarly we can proceed. Okay, again applying j minus on both side of the above result, we will get, and then j in this case is 2, so j plus 1 would give 2 into 3 6 minus yum minus 1, yum is already 0, so that term should not be considered. h cut root 6 became, and here 2 and 0 minus 1 minus 1 2 minus 1 इक्वल टु, अब यो j1 माइनस भनेपछि के गर्ने हो भन्दा अगाडिको जेलाई हेर्ने हो, यसलाई हेर्ने हो सधैँ, यहाँ पनि यसलाई हेर्ने हो, यहाँ पनि यसलाई हेर्ने हो, पछाडिकोलाई नो म्याटर। यसमा हेर्दा चाहिँ पहिल्यै सुरु -1 छ भनेपछि त्यो फर्स्ट सिस्टमको लागि यमको भ्यालु -1 भन्दा तल जान सक्छ त? सक्दैन। सो दिस वुड बी 0 while operating by j1 minus to this term, that would already be 0. Okay, so while operating by this j1 minus to second term, we will get, I have written over here directly, okay, but I am going to discuss about that. Wait, be patient and look here. While operating by j1 minus to this, what we h cut root 2, since the value of j is 1 into 1 plus 1 2, other yum value is 0, so h cut root 2, that would be h cut root 2 1 1 0 1 1 minus 1 0, that would be, okay, h cut root 2 1 1 minus 1 0, that would be, but here is 2, so 2 into h cut root 2 1 1 minus 1 0. Okay, again on applying by this j1 minus to this, what we will get? We will get h cut root 2 1 1 0 minus 1 or not? h cut root 2 1 1 0 minus 1. Okay, and on applying this j2 minus in this first term, what we will get? We will get h cut root 2 1 1 minus 1 0. Before we have got 2 h cut root 2 1 1 minus 1 0, and here we got h cut root 2 1 1 minus 1 0. So in total that becomes 3 h cut into root 2 1 1 minus 1 0. Okay, likewise here before we have got h cut root 2 1 1 0 minus 1. So again on applying this j2 minus to this second term, we will get 2 into h cut root 2 1 1 0 minus 1. Okay, so there was, before there was h cut root 2 1 1 0 minus 1, and now we have got 2 h cut root 2 1 1 0 minus 1. So in total there become 3 h cut root 2 1 1 0 minus 1. Okay, by this way we have got this. So this root 6 of denominator as it was before. So on bringing this h cut root 6 in right hand side, we will get ket 2 comma minus 1, ket 2 comma minus 1 equal to h cut would cancel, here would be 6, and then in total we will get 3 root 2 divided by 6 equal to 1 divided by root 2. So there would remain only 1 1 minus 1 0 get plus 1 1 0 minus 1 get divided by root 2. In this way we have got 2 minus 1. Again applying j minus operator on both side, we can get the value of j yum equal to 2 minus 2. Okay. You can check this whether it will come 1 1 minus 1 minus 1 or not. I have written over here directly. Okay, so now again we are concerning with another value of yum, that is yum equal to 1. Yum equal to 1 can be got by the values of yum1 equal to 1 and yum2 equal to 0. One case that would be, and another case would be yum1 equal to 0 and yum2 equal to 1. So that can be formed by the linear combination of two bases of the initial states, that is 1 1 1 0 and 1 1 0 1 will combine to form this capital M is equal to 1 state. Okay, the vector 1 1 can be obtained as the linear combination of 1 1 1 0 and 1 1 0 1. Other possibilities are not over there. So this 1 1 should be written as the linear combination of alpha and the state of first system when the value of yum1 equal to 1, and this is the state of second system when the value of yum2 was 1. These two combination can be written like that. So for new system this should form orthonormal basis. So we should have alpha square modulus of alpha square plus modulus of beta square equal to 1. Okay, and since this 1 1 is the basis of new space, this should be orthogonal to the basis 2 1 also. We are looking for the values of yum. Okay, here is yum 1, so here is also yum is 1. So these two states having the values of capital M 1 should be orthogonal. From that we will find the values of alpha and beta. How? Since there is 2 1 state which we have already found, here it is, where here it is 2 1 1 1 0 1 and 1 1 1 0. So if we do the scalar product of 2 1 get 2 1 with get 1 1, then we will get 0 is the result. Why? Because these two states are orthogonal. On doing so, the scalar product would be equal to alpha plus beta divided by root 2. That would give alpha plus beta equal to 0. On solving, alpha plus beta equal to 0 and absolute value of alpha square plus absolute value of beta square equal to 1, we can get the value of alpha and beta. As I have told just now, we will do that. Alpha plus beta equal to 0. From here alpha would be equal to minus beta, and on putting this value in this equation we will get alpha square plus beta square equal to 1, 2 alpha square equal to 1, alpha equal to 1 divided by root 2, so beta equal to minus 1 divided by root 2. On substituting the value of alpha and beta in this initial case, we will get this basis of new steady space in terms of old, or this another representation are different. Okay, these two representation are different, but they represent to the same thing. After combining two system, this would also represent the basis of state space. These are also the representation of basis of state space. New system and old system we can see to them. On doing this, we will get the value of ket11 in terms of ket1110 and ket1101. So that would be another member of new state space basis. Likewise, again on applying j minus to this state, we can find 1 0 and 1 minus 1 likewise as before we have done. Okay. On applying j minus on both sides of result as before, we can get 1 0 equal to ket 1 1 1 minus 1 minus ket 1 1 minus 1 1 divided by root 2, and ket 1 minus 1 equal to ket 1 1 0 minus 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 0 divided by root 2. You should remember this notation. Okay, this will represent total angular momentum capital J of the new basis, and this would represent total magnetic quantum number of the new basis, and this would represent J1 means total angular momentum of first system, and this would represent total angular momentum of second system. This would represent total magnetic number of first system. This would represent total magnetic number of second system. These are the basis, and these are the basis of old system, and these are the basis of new system. After remembering these things and the simple formulas of j minus, you can complete this process. Okay, now we have discussed the basis composed of yum equal to 2 and yum equal to 1. Now we will discuss about the basis in new system, which is formed by the value of yum equal to 0 when j equal to 0. Okay, this yum equal to 0 can be found by three combinations, which is they may be: one may be yum1 equal to 0 and yum2 equal to 0. The next may be yum1 equal to 1 and yum2 equal to minus 1. And the last may be yum1 equal to minus 1 and yum2 equal to 1. These three states would combine to give this capital yum equal to 0 state. So we can write this 0 0 equals to alpha 1 1 1 minus 1 plus beta 1 1 minus 1 1 plus gamma 1 1 0 0. Okay, these three states would combine to form this state. Simply by looking the value of yum, you can write this. Again, this 0 0 should be orthonormal, so that means absolute of alpha square plus absolute of beta square plus absolute of gamma square equal to 1. This orthonormalization will represent this. Again, when the value of yum equal to 0, then this yum equal to 0 should be orthogonal with 2 0 and 1 0 also. And this vector is also orthogonal to 2 0 and 1 0. So on making this orthogonal to 2 0, what we will get? Let's look. What is 2 0? Where is 2 0? And here is 2 0. When we make that 0 0 orthogonal with 2 0, we will get alpha by root 6 plus 2 beta by root 6 plus gamma divided by root 6 equal to 0, or alpha plus wait, okay, we have considered alpha this plus beta this plus gamma this we have written in the last case. So alpha plus 2 alpha plus beta plus 2 gamma divided by root 6 equal to 0, or alpha plus beta plus 2 gamma equal to 0. Okay, while doing orthogonalization of 0 0 with 2 0, we will get alpha plus beta plus 2 gamma equal to 0, and this we will get alpha plus beta plus 2 gamma equal to 0. Likewise, if we do orthogonalization of this 0 0 with 1 0, then what we will get here? You should look where gamma is. Okay, gamma is with 0 0, beta is with minus 1 1, and alpha is with 1 minus 1. So where is 1 0? 1 0. Here it is 1 0. Here is alpha. Alpha by root 2 minus beta by root 2 equal to 0. Okay. Alpha by root 2 minus beta by root 2 equal to 0, or alpha minus beta equal to 0. Simply alpha minus beta equal to 0. We will get by orthogonalization process these two relation, and on solving these two, what we will get? Alpha equal to beta, and from here gamma equal to minus alpha. Alpha equal to beta equal to minus gamma equal to, and on doing this, what we will get? 3 alpha square equal to 1, then alpha square equal to 1 by 3, alpha equal to 1 divided by root 3. So alpha equal to 1 by root 3 means gamma equal to minus 1 by root 3, and beta equal to 1 by root 3. On doing this, we will get this 0 0 of new system in terms of basis of old system also. This completes our representation of basis of new system in terms of basis of old system. Okay, now it remains to calculate only Clebsch-Gordan coefficient. Clebsch-Gordan coefficient are simple. They are simply the coefficient of expansion of new basis in terms of old basis. Okay, I will tell you how to represent T. When we expand these two basis of new system in terms of old system, where J1 equal to 1, Z2 equal to 1, M1 equal to 1, and M2 equal to 1. How we write this? Here coefficient is simply 1. Coefficient is simply 1. So we will write this by C. We will denote that Clebsch-Gordan coefficient by this process. I will show you one over here. We will write for this Clebsch-Gordan coefficient would be capital C. First of all, write the value of M1, M2, and capital M. What is M1? 1. So here 1. M1, M2 also 1. So don't give comma and anything. 1, 1. And what is the value of capital M? This is 2. So Clebsch like this. And then what is the value of J1, J2, and capital J, right? J1 1, J2 also 1, and capital J equal to 2. So 1 1 2. What is its value? Its value is simply, here is nothing, means here is 1 1. Or you can write this in this manner also. Summation J min to J max here 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 get 2 2 2 2 2 equal to 1. Okay, both will represent the Clebsch-Gordon coefficient. You can use any representation. You can use this representation also, this representation also. Okay, but I have used this representation. Both are correct. This is also the representation of Clebsch-Gordon coefficient. This is also the representation of Clebsch-Gordon coefficient. So here in the first case, the Clebsch-Gordon coefficient is 1. Look at last slide. I have discussed that. This is equal to 1. Similarly, for second case, let us discuss. There would be 2 Clebsch-Gordon coefficient. In the second case, here would be, first of all, one will be this and this. Here would be one coefficient as C. M1, M2 is 0, 1, 1. First of all, M1 0, 1, and capital M is also 1. J1, J2, capital J, 1, 1, 2. This is same. 1, 1, and 2. In this case, Clebsch-Gordon coefficient is, what is the Clebsch-Gordon coefficient? Expansion of this in terms of this is 1 divided by root 2. So 1 divided by let us check. Okay, this is in the similar manner you can obtain all the Clebsch-Gordon coefficient by looking the expansion of new basis in terms of old basis. This much for today, friends. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel. Bye.